appointment with us?
I'm just a temp.
You're a temp?
I did some trading with the other temps and I wrangled your desk. I hope that's okay.
Always nice to have a pretty girl around the office, isn't it, boys?
Yes, sir.
Does this Christmas party get pretty wild?
Not usually.
Well, that's no fun.
Hey, don't. Stop.
Why didn't you call me back today?
We had a temp, but she didn't leave a number.
Is she pretty?
Pretty plain.
It is such a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Charles.
Hi. You said she was plain. That girl may be a lot of things, but she ain't plain.
I wouldn't know. I only have eyes for you.
A lot of these single gals see the workplace as their hunting ground. And I think this one has got you in her crosshairs.
I almost went insane today, having to pretend like I was concentrating on work when all I could think about.
Lisa! There's nothing going on between us.
I'm sorry to disturb you. I was trying to reach Derek.
There was a kind of incident.
Is he all right?
I think he should tell you himself.
My name is Monica Reese. I'm the investigating detective.
What's happening, Derek?
Okay.
She tried to commit suicide naked in your bed.
She was naked in your hotel room?
I need to get the story in your husband's own words.
None of this ever happened.
So she made the whole thing up in her head?
Hi, I'm Sharon's friend Kate. I have this present for Kyle.
You can't, he's sleeping. I won't wake him.
Somebody was inside the house?
You better do something about this woman, or I will.
You need help.
I know. Help me, Derek.
You said you wish we could be together.
Don't worry. I'll get my revenge.
I knew it would come to this.
We didn't want you to find out this way.
This woman is sick!
I'm gonna call you back. I'll show you crazy.
What's up, everybody? My name is Gillis the Kid. We are back again with another drama movie review. I'm here with my friend Hannah here. We just got finished watching Obsessed, featuring Idris Elba, Beyoncé, and Larter. This movie came out in 2009. I think it was it the summer of 2009?
2009.
Around that time.
Yeah.
But once again, we're gonna go through the story, tell you about the characters and everything. So it starts off with Idris Elba. He plays the character Derek Charles, who is a vice president of what company was it? Some law firm. And
it was big.
Yeah, it was a pretty
For
big
sure.
law firm. And then he meets Larter, who basically goes nuts over him.
You gotta tell them he's married, he's a good husband, he got a son.
Yeah, it starts off with him looking for his own secretary again. Because his previous secretary was Beyoncé. So he's looking for a secretary, and then his secretary Patrick, I think he caught the flu. So out of nowhere, he meets Larter's character, who is Lisa. He meets her on the elevator, and she basically tells him that she's a temp who is going to be working at the company for him. But did she know he was Derek Charles at first?
I don't think so.
She didn't know on the elevator, right?
If she knew by then, she would have been already attacking, like, all her...
So she didn't even know he was Derek Charles?
Not yet, for sure.
But he meets her, and then it basically goes on from there. He mentioned before that, he didn't have a lot of female secretaries, so that's when Patrick got hired. Patrick caught the flu, and then that's how he started looking for another secretary. But in the beginning, they show Idris Elba and Beyonce
looking for a house.
They're looking for a house with their son Tyler, and then they finally find a house.
It's a beautiful house.
Yeah.
It was so big though for 3 people.
Yeah, I believe it was like 3 stories too, because it had an attic.
Yeah, too big.
And yeah, so they buy the house, and at the same time, Idris Elba, I'm sorry, not Albert, but he gets one of the clients that's actually spending a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So he was working on that case at the same time. And yeah, so then he meets Lisa, and she just starts acting wacky a little bit, I would say. She's definitely flirtatious. She was wearing that short dress that she wore, and then she tells him that you know, Patrick will be back soon. Mm-hmm. When I first saw the movie, I thought she did something to Patrick.
I think so, because because like Patrick was here, and then there's another girl. After Patrick comes back, the other girl goes sick too.
Yeah,
and she sits there again. It's like, okay, this is weird.
Because Patrick says, "Oh, you know, she caught the flu because they used the same not lipstick, chapstick, or something like that."
Yeah, very dangerous.
So the first encounter he had with Lisa was sort of like an interview.
Yeah.
And he was just talking one-on-one with her. And he goes, "Oh, are you always that efficient?" And she's always on point. She's always there when he needs her. And everyone in the office has these sort of like Bluetooth headsets, and she can listen in on his call. I guess she can tap into it or something, because Patrick always listened in on his calls too. So Patrick goes, "Oh, I hope you didn't get caught listening in on the boss's calls." So then he goes back home after he meets Lisa, and he tells Beyonce that you know, he's got a new secretary,
a temp,
or a temp, and then and she goes, "Well, like, how plain is she?" Because she didn't really at first know it was a female. She thought it was another guy, but she was always skeptical because that's how he met her. Like, she used to be his secretary, and then they used to flirt back and forth, and then eventually, you know, they slept together, had a kid, and got married. So
she's like, "I want her out."
Yeah. Well, I believe there was one day that she stopped by with Tyler,
and then she still saw Lisa, and she's like, "I thought we agreed that she was supposed to be out."
Well, she met Sharon. Well, Beyonce's character name was Sharon. So I'm just gonna say Beyonce because that's
easier.
Who everyone knows who she is. But so Lisa finally meets Beyonce, and then she tells Derek that his son looks more like him than her. So, you know, they were just going back and forth, bickering at each other. And then, you know, she knew that there was something wrong with Lisa. But did she mean to get her name wrong? Because she said Liz. And then she's like, "Oh, it's not Liz, it's Lisa." So I don't know if she did that on purpose or not.
I think so.
But, and then she says, "Oh, you know, nice to meet you and everything." And she's like, "Oh, I'm learning a lot from your husband."
Ugh.
So,
please.
And after that, that's when they were gonna have like that Christmas party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's That's when things got really crazy.
Because this Christmas party's no spouse.
Yeah. They weren't. He wasn't allowed to bring Sharon.
Nobody was
really.
allowed to bring family.
Why was that again?
Because the boss thinks people won't have fun.
Oh, like
blah,
if your
blah,
wife is there,
yeah.
like they, yeah.
What fun are they expecting?
Right.
So annoying.
So Patrick's there. The other guy, Ben, who works there, Jerry O'Connell. You'll probably notice him from playing in Scream 2 as Sydney's boyfriend. There's a scene, you probably never seen Scream, but there's a scene in Scream where he gets on the table and he's singing, "I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of?" But that's like the main scene in Scream 2. But he played as what's her name? Neve Campbell. So Neve Campbell, she was like the big star of the Scream movies. But Jerry O'Connell played as her boyfriend in Scream 2. So if you don't know who Jerry O'Connell is, then you can watch Scream 2. And yeah, so everyone's at the party. The boss, Derek, Ben, Patrick, and then Lisa shows up in another skimpy
dress.
It's like a skimpy one piece. I think it was black. And yeah, so they were drink. She was getting him to drink.
They actually met before the party. Derek was trying to eat.
Yeah.
And then she showed up, and then they ate, but she still made him drink.
In the break room.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about?
No, they were eating like, I don't know what, on a different floor. Because like Beyonce was like, make sure you eat.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how alcohol, if you don't eat, it's worse.
Yeah.
So she knew that he would get drunk. So she was like, make sure you eat.
Well, they met after that in the break room. Like she was crying.
Oh, her drama about her boyfriend.
I don't even know if there really was a boyfriend.
I don't think so.
I think she made that up.
That one's made up for sure. Attention seeker.
She was getting Derek to believe that she broke up with somebody so he can like feel sorry for her. And then that's when his friend Ben was like, "Oh yeah, I know you noticed her, and if you weren't married," and he's like. And Ben goes, "Well, I'm not her type, but you definitely are." So, because she targeted Derek right away. Like she never spoke, really like tried to get with Ben or anybody like that.
But she didn't really even know him. So once she found out that he was Derek, her attention was on him. So.
Did she really?
It wasn't like she liked him because of him. She liked him because of his status.
Yeah. Well, I was reading some of the reviews, and some people think she liked him for his money because,
of course,
because he was a VP. Because she was on the internet like searching for him.
Of course.
And then and some people say she was just crazy, and she actually liked him.
No.
So I don't.
How could she like him? She barely knew him.
Right.
Like she can't be obsessed with him.
And she came
his behavior.
She came out of nowhere too.
Yeah.
She just showed up that one day on the elevator.
Yeah.
So it was actually the Christmas party where they were drinking.
She poisoned him.
Well, she had did she put something in his drink at the party? Because I know
at the part.
You're thinking of the second party.
Oh, but nothing happened at the Christmas party, right?
Well, they had the mistletoe there,
but
and
he
then
did,
she was trying to get him to kiss her.
It doesn't work like that.
And then when he went into the bathroom,
She came after
that's
her.
when she tried to like push herself on. So he storms out of the party, and then he goes home, and Beyonce asks him, you know, like, how was the party?
it? And then he lies again.
Yeah, he tells her, like, you know, everything was okay, and her, because she started dancing with Patrick after he left.
Yeah. So after that, she couldn't get any more temp positions because Patrick was back, the girl was back.
Yeah.
So she was doing temp in another table. So she couldn't get to Derek anymore.
Right. So, I believe that,
There was the car incident.
the car incident,
Like,
it was...
Derek was going home late. Everybody left.
Yeah. That's how she got to him. Because she showed up again on that floor just to act like she was, you know, delivering something. But when Derek went to leave, he was in his car, in the car garage, and then she just was waiting, and she opens the door and jumps in, and she tells him she was trying to concentrate on work, but she was thinking of him the entire time. And she has like a trench coat on with just like underwear and
nothing
a bra.
on. Nothing.
Yeah, get out of my car, Lisa.
See, that's when you know he's a pretty good husband.
Yeah.
Because this woman...
He resisted temptation twice. Like, he could have did something with her in the bathroom, and he didn't do it. He could have did something
in the
with
car.
her in the car, and he didn't do it.
And he could have just kissed her under the mistletoe.
Yeah, so he had plenty of chances
See, that's a good husband.
to cheat on her.
And the only time was that... What was that? Company outing at some hotel?
Right. So after the car incident, they have a company outing. I don't know where they were, but
Lisa was not supposed to be there.
well, she was fired after that because
Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be there.
yeah, because after the whole car thing, Derek went to that
HR.
the one HR guy, and he was going to tell him what happened, but the HR guy told him that she had left. So he was like, "Oh, okay, I don't have to worry about her anymore." And then, yeah. So after that, he went on like the company party with his friends, and then she shows up again, and tells him that, you know, she's got a room. You know, meet her there. She's got the red dress on with her back out, and that's when he set his drink down. She went like that, and then put something in his drink.
Yeah, that's when he was poisoned.
Right.
Next thing you know, he was trying to get in his room. He was so dizzy.
Yeah. He wobbled back to his room, and that's when you know, she like climbed on top of him and stuff. And that's funny because you were asking me if she was able to have sex with him while he was drunk.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think they did anything then either. She was trying to, like, she was on top of him, but he was like, he was like so knocked out by the dosage. Yeah.
And then the next day he was late for the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, so
he looked like crap.
Yeah, because the meeting was in the same
that
hotel.
Yeah.
And then he gets a message saying that his wife wants to speak to him.
Is outside.
Yeah. Turns out to be Lisa.
Scary.
And then that's when she said she was going to go into the meeting and tell everybody. You know, because at that point she was just going berserk. Like she thought he was going to leave Beyonce. She thought he was miserable. Like in her mind, you know, he wanted her. Yeah, and he grabs her like, get out of here.
It's over.
Yeah. So
Nothing. There's no us.
There's no us.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're crazy. And so she goes back up to his room and takes all the I guess it was sleeping pills or something like that. And once he gets back to the room, oh, she was naked too, by the way. And so he calls 911. They ship her to the hospital. And
as the medics was pushing her through the hallway, all of his coworkers saw her. It's so ashamed.
I'll talk to you later.
So ashaming.
Because he was there all night. Because Beyonce called Ben and was like, hey, like, where's Derek at? Like, he was supposed to spend time with his son.
He was supposed to talk.
Yeah.
Call his son. Yeah.
And Ben is like, well, maybe he better talk to you.
Yeah. Because that was when Ben already saw Lisa on the push. What do you call that? Emergency.
It was like the gurney, I think it was.
Yeah.
And so Beyonce, she got the neighbors to watch her son.
And went to the hospital.
Kyle?
Tyler.
Yeah. Or Tyler, I'm sorry.
And went to the hospital.
The detective showed up, and that's when she was like, so you don't know this girl who was naked and overdosed in your bed? And Beyonce's like, what the hell?
What?
She's like, I need to get the words from him.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, apparently I do too. Yeah. And then and the detective has the note where Lisa wrote she's like, it's his number and his name in case of anything
emergency. So that's when Beyonce is like, get out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, Beyonce kicked him out.
Yeah.
And actually that was for wasn't that for 6 months or something like that? She kicked him out of the house for 4 or 5 months.
It was pretty long.
Yeah.
Because there was a few times he had to visit his son.
Yeah, they showed it. It was fast forwarding, but he kept coming back and forth.
Yeah, after the hospital, Lisa was supposedly in Florida with the sister.
Right. Because the detective came to his job with her diary. And she put in the diary apparently they had sex and all this stuff was going on. But then the detective was like, well, you don't have to worry about her now because her sister picked her up and took her to San Francisco.
Florida.
Or was it Florida? Okay.
So that's when the fast forward, that's when the fast forward happened, and Beyonce and the son.
Did she even have a sister though? You never saw her sister. But and then he was like, oh, it's gonna be my birthday. So he was gone for he was actually not living there.
Yeah.
For probably a couple months. And then she agreed to
go on a date for the birthday.
He had Beyonce had the key in the box. So she said, if the date goes very well, then you get the key back. Oh, and she took his key to the Mercedes too.
But that's the time when the babysitter allowed Lisa in the house too, right? The exact time on that birthday, Lisa was back.
She called Patrick, and Patrick, being the big mouth that he is, always told her the latest gossip and what's going on. And he hinted to Lisa, that they were going to be out that night. So she staked out the house, and she knew that they had a babysitter. So that's when she showed up at the door and was like, yeah, I'm Sharon's friend, and I brought some stuff for Tyler. The babysitter lets her in, and she fake calls Beyonce yeah, you want to talk to her?
That's when you're supposed to talk to her.
Yeah.
And Tyler was gone for a few minutes.
Yeah, she's holding him and she's kissing him and
dream on.
Yeah. Then finally they get home, and she's like, "Yeah, your friend was here."
What? And they run up, and Tyler's not there.
Did you think something happened to Tyler when you first saw it?
I thought that she would really kidnap Tyler totally. But all she did was she just borrowed him.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought that maybe she was going to hold him ransom or something like that.
Yeah.
Just like the movie Ransom with Mel Gibson. But she could have did that and just asked for a lot of money.
She could have.
But
if money was really making her go so crazy.
Yeah. So he went to pull out of the driveway, and then there's the kid's
right in the back seat.
In the back seat with a kiss on his forehead, a red lipstick.
That's when the detective finally.
That detective was so useless.
That's when the detective finally sided up to the family, because Lisa was really fooling her too. So.
Well, they had the babysitter's point of view too.
Yeah.
And then he finally gets like a alarm system. You would think, like, with his job and by Sharon being home by herself, you would think they would have an alarm system by now.
But this is 2009.
But still, they had alarm systems. He's a VP of a major company. His wife is home alone watching his kids.
That's why his wife is home all the time.
Yeah, I would have had an alarm system. But
yeah, they put it in.
They put it in, and he shows them the code and everything. Because Sharon, there was a point in the movie where she was like, I want to go back to work.
She wanted to go to school.
The law school.
Yeah.
So she put that off to watch their son.
Well, the son's still small. She could have waited at least 2-3 years.
Yeah. And he told her that he makes enough money for the both of them anyway.
Yeah.
And
then they plan to visit somewhere. Where were they going?
She called Liz. She's like, you touch my child?
Oh,
I'll show you crazy.
Of course she's crazy too, because she was another assistant going after a big boss.
I don't know if she went after him like that, but they definitely
had something in common.
That attraction. So
and then they plan to go somewhere, and then Patrick with a big mouth.
Patrick again. She called Patrick up, and he's
like, they're gonna be gone again.
Yep. He basically tells them that
the house will be open.
The house is gonna be empty, and Derek's gonna be by himself. So
no, Derek was supposed to go with them. Everybody.
Well, she set up. Remember, she had like the roses. She had like the roses and the champagne. Because there was a point in time where Derek
was supposed to go home first. Okay.
Yeah. So she set all that up. She put his football jersey on too.
Oh, God.
So all she had on was like his football T-shirt on with her panties. And then Beyonce set the alarm, and when she got about maybe like a mile away, he called her and told her to make sure that she set the alarm, which she forgot.
So she heads back.
She turns around, and then she comes back in the house and hears Liz upstairs.
Yeah, she hears the pop, the champagne pop.
Yeah. She's popping champagne upstairs, like laying in her bed. And then she's like, yeah, I didn't want it to be like this, but Derek loves me now. And then it's funny because like she sees her in a room, and then she's like, you wait right there, I'm gonna call the cops. And she's like, don't you touch me.
As if she owned the house. Yeah, that's where the cat fight started.
Yeah, she pushed her, and then Liz, she picked up the light bulb and broke it, and at that point, I guess you would say she was trying to kill her. So, it
why would she use the light bulb? Why didn't she use the champagne bottle? It would be more...
swung it at her, and she like caught it.
Oh.
And then the light bulb broke. And then she's like trying to poke her with it.
Cat fight.
And yeah, so it started in the bedroom, ended out into like the main hall. They're like wrestling each other over the banister. That was a pretty high second floor too. I think they were on the second floor. And yeah, and then she knocked Beyonce down the steps, and then she went to go hide up in the attic. Oh, and then Derek calls, and she's like, "I'm gonna have to get back to you.
I'll be right back." But she didn't hang up, so he could hear everything.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh damn, I gotta get home." And then
she chases after Liz in the attic.
Because she knew when they first bought the house in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, there was a
Derek's
soft,
hey, don't
spot.
stand there.
Yeah.
So she's telling her, yeah, come and get me.
Yeah.
And she's backing up, and then she steps on the what do you call it?
The soft spot.
The soft spot in the floor and falls. So like Liz, she's hanging up on the between like the floors and stuff like that. Because Beyonce was
Beyonce wanted to help her too. She was trying to pull her up.
For a second there, she was like, I can't let this lady like die in my house. But then she's pulling her down like,
so crazy.
She's like, you're crazy. Yeah, she falls.
She falls on the table, and she still wakes up.
Right through the glass table. Yeah.
And she still opens her eyes and has this tiger look,
It's the
as
classic.
if as if she wanted to attack her, but then the chandelier falls on her.
Yep, chandelier falls on her, kills her. And
End of the story.
Liz is dead. Of course, the police get there
late,
like they always do.
Late
in these types of movies.
all the time.
And Derek finally shows up, and that's
the detective.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
And what happened after that? I think they didn't show like what happened afterwards though. I can't remember what happened after that though. I think that was the end credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't really show much else. They just showed like Derek holding Beyonce, and then they I guess they went for further questioning or something like that. Yeah. But that's Obsessed in a nutshell. I mean, everyone knows who Beyonce is. You would have to go to another planet not to know who Beyonce is. Even back then, she had multiple albums out. So, and if you don't know who Ali Lauder is, she's the girl who played in all those Final Destination movies.
Oh.
So, she must have been at least 22 years old then. I'll double check, but I'll put all the names down into the description. But Ali Lauder was the star of the Final Destination movies until I believe she got killed in part 3. But yeah, that's all I know Ali Lauder from was Final Destination. And then of course what's his name? Idris Elba. You know, he's pretty well known now. He did multiple movies. Oh, this is another movie we'll probably get to in the future. It's called No Good Deed, which came out in 2014. This is Idris Elba and Taraji P. Henson. You guys will probably know who she is from all those Medea movies. But another great movie. It's from the producers of Obsessed. So I'll drop that down into the description too. No Good Deed.
Is that another cheating movie?
Actually, no. He plays as a psycho.
Oh dear.
He stops by our house one night and, you know, you know, my car broke down and can I come in and use your phone? And then the movie goes on from there. So,
okay.
Pretty good. Taraji P. Henson, she's known for, what was that movie? Hustle and Flow and all that type stuff. But, yeah, that's all I have. We'll probably
that's about it.
More movies in the upcoming future. Anything else you would have to say? Like, what did you think about it? Would you rate it as a good movie or... Because Beyonce, I don't think, besides Dreamgirls, I didn't really have known Beyonce to play like major parts like that.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
So, and of course, Idris Elba, he's going to be in the new Hobbs and Shaw movie, like the Fast and the Furious.
Is he gonna be the bad guy?
Yeah, he's playing as some superhuman type soldier. He's actually called the Black Superman.
Oh,
in the movie. So he's going to be going up against The Rock and the heck is that guy's name?
Shaw.
The guy who it's the guy who plays as Shaw though. Shit, I can't think of his name. But yeah, you'll know
the transporter guy.
The transporter guy. The heck is his name? I can't.
You're the guy with the names. Come on.
He's
Oh.
I can't think of his name.
We're terrible.
I'll drop it down into the description.
No, I'm not good with names, so that's his job.
Yeah.
At least I remembered he was a transporter guy.
He was the transporter guy.
Yep.
Oh, look him up. Look him up. Because now
he can't sleep now.
Now it's bothering me. Transporter.
Of course, I look up transporter.
He's also from London too.
Yeah, he's got that strong accent.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
He did a couple of transporters.
Oh shoot, Jason.
Oh, Jason Statham. That's it.
How can we forget him?
How can I forget that?
How can we forget him? Like I'm sure we've all seen all the transporter movies.
Jason
I'm sorry,
Statham.
Jason.
Yep.
We love you though.
Yep.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he played with Jet Li too. He did a couple movies. Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to thank you once again for doing a movie review. Like I said before, we're gonna we'll watch this one, and then there's another movie. It doesn't have Beyonce in it, but it is a thriller. You'll probably like it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And yeah, so I want to thank everybody else for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and give us a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the movie reviews. It definitely helps us. So, and I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.